Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel, guys. You got your boys, Bert and Lanny and Bert, your favorite dividend investors here on YouTube, guys. And we're here to talk to you about Vanguard and their Q2 distribution slash dividend schedule. Things were looking pretty good come this second quarter.
I think this is appropriate, Landy, because Sunday was money in the bank. So we're going to talk about how Vanguard's putting money in your bank with these dividend increases. But before we do that, subscribe to the channel, everybody. Give this video a thumbs up. Let's freaking go, everybody. Landy's always pumping money into that Vanguard trifecta, you betcha. So you bet we can't wait to tell you about the dividend increases, because I can guarantee you something, Jack. Landy was watching these dividend increases like a hawk over the
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Yeah, you're darn right, Bert. Actually, I was hawking these, waiting for Vanguard to come out with their schedule here. We're going to hit them with Q2, go through 5 Vanguard ETFs. We're going to talk about VOO, VTI, VIG, VGK, and VYM, of course. So we'll go into Q2, and then we'll also look at it on a year-to-date basis. I'll start things off here with the S&P 500 ETF, VOO, guys. So they released a $1.57, 6.62 as well after that. And that compared very favorably to last year's second quarter for VOO, which was $1.43 with 21, after that. So 1.5762 versus 1.4321, a 10% increase, guys. That was a 10% Q2 versus Q2 of 2022. Gotta love a 10% juice to that dividend.
Oh man, anytime you talk about a 10% banger, you know you have to be excited there. That's one of the legs of the Vanguard trifecta, you betcha. So everyone who had VOO, congrats, and let us know if you have VOO down there. Throw that down there. And just throughout this video, of these 5, make sure you keep telling us which ones you have as we go down through the list. Now the other one, let's talk VTI here. That's Vanguard Fund number 2 to discuss. Not quite the same as VOO. There's slight differences here between VOO, VTI. So let's talk through them. VTI's dividend, 0.8265 in 2023. Let's talk 2022. 0.7491, an increase of 7.7 cents. That's a 10.33% increase, everybody. 10.33% increase right there. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, congrats to all the VTI. I know there's always the debate amongst VTI versus VOO. Looks like you did pretty well regardless. Yeah. Let's go into the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, VIG. I've been buying that actually as well every day, $40 a day.
Because we appreciate dividends. We appreciate those divvies.
That's right. They finally, I think, really came through here, as you'll see. They announced a 77.31 cent dividend for the second quarter 23, and that compared very well to Q2 2022, which was 69.49 cents, 11.25% increase. Make some noise for your boy.
I made my chair slide right there. I was so pumped up, everybody. So hang tight with me as I come back. That is beautiful. Man, the Vanguard funds are really coming through right now. That is freaking beautiful. 11.3% increase. Let's go, everybody. So let's head across the pond here. We're going to Europe here for number 4. VGK. Lanny's one of his OG funds right here. You've had VGK forever. You're not adding to it as the trifecta, but this one's just sitting there on the end of the bench like, yeah, my big stogie. Like, I was here first. I was here first, everybody.
I've had VGK for a while. You're right, Bert.
Yeah, so all right. What was their dividend 2023? $1, 9.9 cents. 2022, $1, 4 cents at 0.79. So that gives you 4.88% increase. So very solid. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it, right?
I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. Usually they don't have their dividends very volatile. So I think when we go into the year to date, it's actually nice to see that they've just been growing for consecutive quarters, which is very uncommon for VGK.
It's beautiful. So Lanny, you have to end this one here with this. There's one left.
There's one thing left to do. So yeah, Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF, VYM. I love this ETF. Been buying this ETF for almost 3 years straight, and I've owned it even in my IRA account, even years before 2020, but really started boosting that taxable account with well over now 1,000 shares, onwards of 2,000 shares. So they announced for Q2 2023, 87.67 cents for the quarter, and that did compare favorably as well to Q2 of 2022, which was 84.79 cents. So that was a 3.4% modest dividend growth year over year.
A little golf clap there. A little
Yeah,
golf clap there. So let's summarize.
obviously the higher yield with VYM at about three and a quarter.
Beautiful. So let's summarize here the Q2 increases, just rip through them. VOO, 10% increase. VTI, 10.3% increase. VIG, 11.25% increase. VGK, 4.88% increase. And VYM was a 3.40% increase. Laney, I know you've mentioned too, we're going to look at the year to date for each one of these ETFs as well. Do you think there's going to be a different story that these year to date dividend increases are going to tell from Q2?
I think slightly. I think what you'll see is, obviously you need to look at it on you can even look at it on a trailing 12. You can look at it on a just year to date, what's been announced versus the prior year to date, because you need to take into consideration what happened in the last quarter. Obviously, we still have 2 quarters left this year. So yeah, I think you'll start to see a little bit of shift. Obviously, VIG took the cake for just a quarter over quarter, but let's look at the year to date. VOO now is actually up 9.19%, 6 months 2023 versus 6 months 2022. So 9.19%, slightly below just the Q over Q of 10%.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Interesting, though. It's interesting that the Q2 one was up 10%. The year to date's 9%. Interesting. So let's see. VTI, year to date, 10.66% increase compared to 10.33% for Q2. So another interesting one for VTI. What's VIG's year to date?
The VIG guys, they're actually up year to date 9.59% because that Q1 dividend, though it grew, year over year, just was not as strong as this last one. So when you take into consideration year to dates, 9.59% overall, right?
All right, let's see what Europe has to say about that. Their year to date for VGK is 10.52% compared to 4.88% for the Q2 year over year increase. So that's very interesting. Very nice.
Yeah, they really slid into second place here because
Cool.
Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF, VYM, year to date 23 versus year to date 22, their dividend is up 5.55%, which is pretty nice, actually. Higher than their last quarter.
Yeah. So, and thinking about in the dividend world right now, what's happened with the slowdown so far in 2023 with a lot of them, that's very solid for BYM.
Yeah. And, I usually look for between 6 to 8% growth on BYM. So with 2 quarters left to go, something tells me that I think we're about to hit that.
Yeah, they have some tricks up their sleeve for the second half of 2023 is what I'm hearing. So everybody here, we'll put the chart up showing the changes. But the important thing is, if you have Vanguard ETFs, your income just grew. And that's what I think the most important thing is. It's not only growing on a quarterly basis, but over a year to date, when you stretch it out over 6 months too, you're seeing strong growth in these Vanguard ETFs.
It's all about growing that passive income. These ETFs, you can set it and forget it, guys. Let us know if you enjoyed the Vanguard ETF dividends during this last quarter of Q2 2023. Let us know which Vanguard ETFs you own that we mentioned here on this video and which one you're buying consistently each and every week or every month.
If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and remember something. If you're not with us, you're against us, everybody.
Guys, that was Bert and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats, over and out.